Court of Chancery of the State of Delaware. I write to address the combined motion by counsel to withdraw its appearance. What do you guys think you are looking at right here? Today we have some stuff happening with the lawsuit, with the plaintiffs in particular, as well as some stuff to go over with AMC and the media portraying and forcing you to sell. On top of that, we have some stuff to do with tokenizing shares and potentially us shareholders owning only receipts for our shares. Without further ado, guys, if you find value out of the video or enjoy watching, make sure to hit the like button on your way in. Also drop a comment down below your thoughts and hit the subscribe button, have post notifications on. Without further ado, let's get into the video. One of the lead plaintiffs, who's Baldo Munoz, if I pronounced that wrong, you guys get the point, has gone silent and counsel cannot reach him. Rose Izzo requests to depose Munoz as to the reason why he chose not to continue. Litigation has been denied by Zern. So basically, one of the lead plaintiffs who was supposed to be deposed has gone silent and the court cannot reach him. Therefore, he chose not to continue, but why? Now, remember this is a coincidence, right? Munoz and his attorneys appeared to have difficulty producing proof of actual shares. So he was supposed to be deposed and basically gone silent and coincidentally couldn't actually find proof of AMC ownership. Therefore, what this likely looks like is they knew that they were going to lose, and overall, litigation has been denied by Zern. But that's not all. The objectors, very much in the minority, have been spamming the court, Special Master Amato, to all the outside parties trying to intervene before the scheduled hearing or filing motions to delay, and ask for more time. Recommended, denied. So the lead plaintiffs are really trying to delay this thing as long as possible. Do you guys think the reverse split and conversion is going to break short sellers? And that is exactly why they're doing this, because we have seen recently that a short seller, a major short seller, short AMC, at least through puts, has tried to intervene as well. And Judge Zern is denying, because guess what? It's not necessarily that the judge is on our side, but it's that they don't have facts or evidence or reason, or at least valuable reason, to be able to deny. Now, another person who's trying to jump in the lawsuit, and listen, let me just step back. Whatever you voted, I don't care if you voted yes or voted no, whatever's happening is going through. As for right now with the lawsuit, you're basically trying to engage yourself within the settlement, and the person we're talking about is Al from Boston. He also got denied by Judge Zern. We already talked about that in the past. Now, something interesting I wanted to talk about, and it's Citadel. Citadel Derivatives Group refusal to fill broker limits at or above ask. Now, what would the ultimate tutor of retail best price think? Gary Gensler. As you can see, the buy limit orders are not being filled at or above ask. And yes, this is the same hedge fund, market maker, DCO, alternative trading system, and dark pool operator allowed to simultaneously take every side of the trade imaginable in broad daylight. Citadel. Why nothing is being done about this? Who knows? Actually, we know. It's because it's going to crush the entire system, crush every single corrupt player aligned in the system. Now, here's something interesting. AMC, check this out. You can't make this stuff up. Tokenization, a representation of securities program, Bdr'S, using certificates representing shares for the underlying assets of a company in Brazil. FTX did this, but digitally with their own crypto platform. One-to-one locates of underlying securities for locates. This is absolute securities fraud, except this is on an international level. It was also unsponsored. Now, we've talked in the past about tokenization of securities, tokenized stock on several different exchanges like Bdr'S, PancakeSwap, but most importantly, FTX. And when they went bankrupt, it was a problem. And what this did was basically trick brokers into thinking that they had extra shares available to borrow, further being able to drop the price. Now, these are BDRSs, Brazilian Depository Receipts. Brazilian Depository Receipts are certificates representing shares in foreign companies traded in Brazil. A BDR program is the deal instrument for foreign companies to establish a presence in the most dynamic capital market in Latin America. The listing in Brazil increases the visibility of the company and contributes to paving the way for future public offerings, acquisitions, and consolidation of business growth. This goes over how it widens and diversifies the shareholder base, enhancing visibility to investors, and it goes over basically all of the pros. But what it doesn't tell you is that some shareholders of certain companies on the foreign exchanges may just have receipts for their shares and not legitimate shares. They may have IOUs. If you guys are not in America, if you're not trading on lit exchanges, if you don't have your shares DRS'd, me and you may actually have IOUs or counterfeits or receipts or tokenized stocks, which are all alternative currencies, all alternative assets, and not the legitimate stock. And That is exactly why you don't see supply and demand happen. All orders are routed to other markets, dark markets that don't affect supply and demand. On top of that, I'm using this as a major buy signal as Investor Place posted 5 meme stocks to sell immediately. In quotes, get off these sinking ships before it's too late, with the Wall Street Bets logo in the back. Of course, you have Bed Bath & Beyond, BBBYQ. Why are they talking about an over-the-counter stock? Why is this even brought up? Usually OTC plays, especially what they call dead ones, they don't like to bring up in articles, but since of course they know low-key that retail is interested in this and it's a very, very popular ticker, they are trying to get people out of the play. Coincidentally, we have a lot of stocks that we talk about here on the channel, such as Mullen Automotive, ticker symbol MULN. In quotes, they state a meme stock collapses. They also go along and state that this has become the new Dogecoin, and then after the reverse split, it actually collapsed. Now, if you go down the line, you're going to see AMC dethroning the king of the apes. Finally, retail investors are beginning to lose interest in AMC Entertainment, one of the biggest meme stocks of all, which is absolutely not true, as the on-balance volume indicator is still at an all-time high. Utilization is still at an all-time high, and AMC is trending on Twitter at least every other day. The cinema chain has seen a rapid decline in retail ownership this year. This is also very, very false, as the CEO in the recent earnings meeting has stated that we own basically 70% of the free float. They go as noted by Fintel, but we do realize that a lot of websites and platforms have had major glitches. In fact, only with AMC and GameStop as stocks in general. Estimated retail ownership has declined by about 50% since December and is 70% lower than it was this time last year, which is also not true. They go on to basically state lies, and you know that usually when these things happen, usually when the media portrays certain things, this is trying just to spread FUD and scare more shareholders and investors out of the play. You guys let me know what you think about this in the comments down below. Federal Reserve Board announces consent order against Silvergate Capital Corporation and Silvergate Bank to facilitate the voluntary self-liquidation that Silvergate announced on March 8, 2023. Basically, this is to facilitate the voluntary self-liquidation that Silvergate announced previously. The Federal Reserve's order ensures Silvergate will implement its previously announced plan for winding down the bank's operations in a manner that protects the bank depositors and the deposit insurance fund. Silvergate is also prohibited from making capital distributions, dissipating cash assets, and engaging in certain other activities without regulatory approval. Basically, the Federal Reserve finally passed the self-liquidation of Silvergate Bank. Overall, get ready for some action to start taking place, because all it takes is time for the Federal Reserve to pass certain things, and then you see things start happen that you were expecting to happen back then. Now, the CFTC to hold open meeting Wednesday, June 7th to consider 1 through 5. Before we go over this, DCO stands for Derivatives Clearing Organization. So number 1, DCO governance requirements, DCO recovery and wind down plans, large trader reporting requirements, Euro non-bank swap dealer capital comparability, amend SIBO, DCO cleared digital registration. So June is a huge month going forward. GameStop earnings, the lawsuit, and now all of this happening as well. Prepare for some chaos within the market. Speaking of that, JP Morgan to close 21 First Republic branches amidst the latest layoffs. And that is basically going to do it for today's video, but make sure to pop in the Discord. The link is under the video. The Discord server will grant you access to one-on-ones, aka responses from me, because I'm in there on the daily. It's basically a huge group chat. We have stock trading alerts, which are options trading alerts that pop off day in and day out. We have just about 500 members now. We take a little bit of degen trades here and there, but mostly talk stocks all day long. Join that so you don't miss a stock opportunity. We also post gains and losses in there as well. Also, guys, if you want up to 16 free stocks plus a $100 cash coupon plus 1 free Tesla stock, make sure to use my link, download Moomoo, and make a deposit so you guys will get those benefits. Overall, guys, that's what I got for you for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed watching or found value out of the video. I love you all. Lottery Stocks out.